So this will be an especially interesting week. I would advise not looking up here at once because I'm not going to do anything. I had half of my meniscus removed last week. That's why I wasn't here. So I can't practice right now. So I will have to especially hone in on the verbal cues. Okay, it's nothing too crazy. But we're gonna focus. I want to think about an interesting. So fortunately, with meniscus surgery, they have arthroscopy, and I walked out of the hospital without crutches, which is pretty amazing after having half of something in your knee removed. But they also gave me 50 oxycodone pills, which I thought was kind of excessive. And very interesting, when they give you a pain medication, they also give you a sheet that talks about the dangers of addiction. But they're giving you the opportunity for addiction while they talk about the dangers of it. I'm not anti-pills. I did take a few of them because it hurt for a few days. But pain is important in our bodies because it tells us that there's something wrong. And when we just try to cover up the pain without getting to the root cause of the pain, then we set ourselves up for addiction and other sort of neurological problems. So I was thinking about that when creating the sequence because we use major muscles all the time, but there's a lot of more refined movements that we don't always think about. And yoga, one thing about yoga is you have to use a lot of minor muscles and movements. So we're going to work through a lot of cat-cow today, but in many different manifestations. So for your purposes, I just want you to pay attention to, when I talk about different muscle groups, just really focusing on exactly what I'm talking about. And it might be a little challenging because sometimes we move our body as a whole without realizing the isolation for this practice. So we're really going to isolate some things today. Okay? So let's come into down dog, and let's start there. We all have blocks, so we're going to need them. Besides cat-cow, we're going to hone in on lizard pose today. We're going to do it early, and we're going to do it later. And when we do it early, I'm not really going to give much instruction. When we do it later, we're going to really refine and see how different it feels. But for now, lift your right leg. And bend your right knee, open up your hip, and just circle out your ankle or circle out your thigh a little bit. Good. Maybe move in the other direction a couple times. Go ahead and lift your knee up a little higher. Lift your left heel up high. As you exhale, nice and softly, step your right foot outside of your right hand.